What's up, everyone? Welcome to the final episode of The Take Back, a Nightcrawlers TRPG game featuring these lovely humans all around, beside, under, next to me on your screen right now. This is a game called Nightcrawlers by Tanner Yee. You can find it wherever you find your games. itch.io link is probably around somewhere. And yeah, I mean, we're raring to go, so we're gonna do our intros and get started playing some games. I'll kick it over to Fabs to start us off.
Hey, what's up? My name is Babs. He, him, and I'll be playing Pops. He, him as well. I'm gonna pass it over to Ambrose.
Panic, Passover, hot potato. Hi, everybody. I'm Ambrose. I go by she, they pronouns. I play the werewolf, Beck Levy. I'm really excited for this finale, but also I'm going to miss everybody. I'm going to pass it over to LaTia. How you doing?
I'm great. I need to ask Fabs, did you forget what your name was for a second?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Just a teeny bit. But hi, I'm LaTia. I play Kanon Kanon, everybody's favorite fairy allied. That's what we are. I'm this has been so cool and I don't want to stop, and we won't stop. So I'm gonna pass it to Austin.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Austin. My pronouns are he, they, she. I play Chiron. His pronouns are she, they. I feel like there's other stuff people said in their intros, and I fully left my body during them. So I don't know what else I should be saying. So
What
I'm
kind
filling
of
this
allied are
space.
you?
I'm a vampire.
Okay.
I think that's am I the last one? I was
Liz.
running through my
Liz.
I'm sorry. I fully left my body during everyone else's intro.
That's absolutely that's what outros are for, right? We got those coming up because also like 3 seasons in a movie, there is time. What's up, ghouls? I'm Liz. I'm playing Court the Created. I also don't want this to end, but I also want to get down to it, so I'm going to pass it back to our city planner.
Whoa, it's back to me. My name's Mystic or Sierra. You can call me either. I use she, any pronouns. That's what those are called. And you can find me here running this game for these fantastic humans. Like I said, I'm already emotional. This might I like you all so much in this game. Okay. Shout out to Bad House. It's where you're at. If you didn't know, I hope you did, because it's where you are. Without further ado, we can play some games. Last we were with our allied friends. You all had just found that every person that you know to be allied seems to be hypnotized in some way and are walking toward the Fox Corp lab, where you can only assume the goal is to turn them all human. Abraham has recently been saved and has joined your party. We are all together at the entrance of this sewer. What would y'all like to do?
Yeah, I'm not walking in that.
Do
Kinda
you need
have
help?
to.
Wait, what?
Like I could carry you or something.
Maybe you can just charge back to the CEO for your shoes.
You can also do that if you really want to. Granted,
Yeah.
I don't think your plan is to really have him alive long enough to charge him, so I don't know.
You think I'm not gonna steal his identity first, babe?
There it is. That makes more sense. Oh yeah, whatever works for you.
Will you hold these? And I take off my pleasers and hand them to Beck.
I take them. Just stare them for a minute. And then
I just fully walk up to the ceiling, and I'm gonna walk on the ceiling because I have wall crawling.
Can I ask, how tall are you without the pleasers?
Without the pleasers, what I said I was like 6 feet in them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without the pleasers, I'm like a solid 5'4", 5'5".
Oh.
They're
They're pleasers.
I love that.
like fully like shrink down a height range.
Just
No,
watches it happen and takes them as you
I put my hair up into a bun and I fully just like go up on the ceiling.
Hey.
I carry Abraham.
It
Hey,
looks.
thanks.
I'm
Yeah,
looking.
yeah.
I look like I'm walking on water because I'm levitating. Even though I don't need to. Actually, no, I'm not going to step. But Pops is like. Pops seems like he's in an
I thought you were gonna
airport
do a Chris Angel
Yeah.
right now.
where he's just the level.
Are you standing to one side so people that are walking on the fast platform can go past you?
Yeah.
Court's very fists at Courts are very
No.
fists at sides, trying to like fall in line.
I think Kanon then is Kanon just kind of like walking. She's just walking. She's alternating between like walking and like flying. So like she'll walk for a bit and then she'll like fly over something and then she'll walk and she'll fly over something.
I'll take up the rear, just in general. Walk
Awesome.
in line with everybody.
Are y'all waiting for everyone else to enter? Are you mingling in with the crowd of people? What's the
I think
strategy
mingling
there?
in.
I feel like mingling in because like they weren't stopping, so I feel like they kept going as we were figuring out like
Mm-hmm.
hits my ring light as we were figuring out our stuff. So I feel like it was kind of like eventually at some point it was like fine, and I took off my shoes and I like
Yeah, I think like
went.
waiting for gaps in the crowd.
Yeah. Cool. All right. It is gross. It's been raining a lot. It's kind of deep for the folks who are walking. Abraham definitely would have been lost in the sludge. That was just like poor planning on the hypnosis part. Um, yeah, you start walking, get a few minutes in, and you realize that no one around you has even registered that you've joined them or different in any way.
Everyone's an allied, right?
hmm
Oh, never mind. I was gonna see if anyone looked rich.
I mean, there might be some rich allied in there. You don't know
I'm not gonna steal from an allied yet.
yet.
Didn't your mom like give you like a bag of money?
Yes, and I like money. Is that a problem?
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it.
Okay. Do you want some
lot.
money? I have a bag of money.
And a lot more mouths to feed now.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's super okay. People love kids.
Chiron, you catch one of the vampire children like run past you chasing a rat.
Hey,
Didn't he's like, hey, no rats.
Okay, but we also told them to like not be here.
I
what
stop
did I
to
tell
look at
you? What did I tell you?
No rats.
No rats. I mean it. I'm your den mom. Whatever I don't know what it's called. I've never run a den, but I'm in charge. No rats.
Okay.
Okay. You're gonna spoil your dinner. There's a bunch of Fox Corp people to eat.
Okay.
All right.
It just looks around. This little like sparkle when you're like, I am your leader. This little like sparkle sparks in their eyes. And even though this child is probably like 1,000 years old, you can tell that they've just been like craving for someone to boss them around, to take charge.
Kids crave consistency.
Mhm.
I said no rats. Now go play or whatever you demons of the night are doing until I call you to come meet people.
You see some of them like climbing on the shoulders of a transformed werewolf person, like walking behind you. They don't notice at all. They're just like causing havoc on the allied as they follow you through the sewer.
That's the kids gotta play. They gotta run that energy out so they sleep when the sun comes up,
Yeah.
Last thing you want is a cranky vampire child.
Court sort of touches your arm and goes, there's only so much structure the school can provide. I'm really grateful that you're going to be able to give them that organization.
It's like I hold my. No, I think it'll be good. I do want to talk to you about the curriculum.
Yeah.
Have they been learning math?
I'm sorry. What?
Math? Do they know how to read?
They read, yeah. Math, no. No.
Okay, we should have a parent-teacher conference. And I take my phone out. Are you free Monday
My
at 3?
God. Like, that's
It's not
like,
just the oldest looking sticky notepad. Mm, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll see you Monday at 3. We'll have a talk about the curriculum. I want to know about field trips, enrichment, like, what do they do for snack time, that kind of stuff.
Huh? What?
We'll
Macaroni
talk.
necklace. What?
I'm a very involved parent. If the school needs some fundraising or some money, we'll figure it out.
The kind of panic that you see that comes over Court in a crowd immediately comes over thinking about having to organize a curriculum full of numbers and
Is there
it
is there
becomes work.
other is there like other staff? Do we need to do like a hiring drive, or
Uh, uh,
is it just you?
Wednesdays are macrame, and then
Mm-hmm.
the Fridays are finger painting. But then the Monet table sometimes, yeah, it's me.
Okay, so how about I already have a job, so I can't do a job to help you, but I know a lot of people. I think there's a lady 2 weeks ago that was a teacher that I hooked up with. I'll see if she's willing to help.
All we got to do is not fail this, and if we get the staffing, then yeah.
I'm not gonna fail this. I've never failed anything my entire life, so
I think.
kind of the
admire-
Oh,
I'm gonna float past Chiron, like Chiron is here. I'm floating past. I guess it's like one of these types of things, and it's like I admire your confidence about this. It just keeps going.
thank you.
I kind of speed up a little bit on my elevator movement. And I go next to Kanon, and then I'm just like, how you feeling about this kid?
I'm feeling there are emotions there.
Mhm.
They have names. Someday I'll know them.
Okay. Well, however this ends, you got a place to. I mean, it's a broom closet in a restaurant, but if you need a place to stay.
Thanks. I'm sure we could spruce that up a little bit, make it a little homey. Not break everything in it so that I've got stuff to sit
Yeah,
in.
I think I'm a little over breaking things. I think I can, who? And I pick up one of the rats. It's like, yeah, and just throw it away.
I think Kanon instinctively tries to catch this rat.
Yeah, I think you probably could if you wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure. I'll catch this rogue thrown rat and just set it down.
Yeah,
Not throw it, just set it down on the ground and let it walk away.
Pops wipes his hand on his jacket, creepy little things. But yeah, I think I'm over breaking things to use them. But yeah.
Also, did you know that outside of sewers, rats are pretty clean animals?
I assume it's just we're in a sewer right now, so I'm kind of yeah.
Beck awkwardly interjects between these two, specifically tried to approach, and then a rat came flying towards his face. And he immediately got ready to catch it or kill it because that was an instinct on his part. But you caught it and put it down. Am I interrupting? Is it okay if I?
Oh
talk
no
to-
no no
No,
no!
what's
Yeah.
up?
It seems like this is do or die kind of situation right now in terms of
Yeah,
what's
it feels
going
like
on. but-
that moment at the end of a movie where everybody's
Yeah.
got something to say to somebody before, the final
Yeah.
thing happens. You don't know whether you're gonna live or die or something like that.
Yeah. Do you and Chiron need a minute?
What? No, like,
Oh, did
Kanon,
I?
but
Oh, that's awkward. And I just go invisible. You can still
Uh,
see like an outline of Pops, like in those like classic cartoons
yeah,
where
it
A
was
he's
just
dotted
just
line. It's
yeah.
a dotted
dotted
line.
line.
There's a dotted line of Pops. Ugh.
Right. Uh,
What's up?
I am notoriously known for bad timing, but in terms of wanting to talk to you about before me and Chiron broke into your house and
Mhm.
found some things, and you didn't seem too bothered about it, but otherwise, I had wanted to talk to you about what we found, and it doesn't sound like you knew that your parents are like what they did at Fox Corp.
Yeah, no, I mean, I knew that not a hard guess, given the last couple of days that they were. I mean, yeah, I knew that. But it sounds like, I mean, you're approaching me. It sounds like you found something that you think might destroy our friendship.
I mean, no,
I'm being dramatic.
I, I don't think so, unless like I think it's more about the delivery, so I'm gonna try not to like just do what I normally do. So here goes.
Okay.
He just like stares at you, still walking sideways next to you. And it's just like,
I'll do this thing where like I'm waiting for you to tell me, but I realize that like me looking at you is making this more difficult, so I will
like
very pointedly look away and continue walking.
court. Your mom made court.
And then she looks right back at you. What?
Made most of the created actually, and to get that special seaweed that court's friend got.
Right. Oh, okay.
So if we're gonna put two and two together based off of everything, because like it sounds like your parents are directly part of what's happening right now in
Mm-hmm.
terms of making this inhaled thing that turns Atlight into humans, and
Yeah. Mm,
yeah.
yeah. Well, I think that I mean, it's pretty like subjectively outside of this whole situation, I think it's pretty cool that my mom made court because otherwise I wouldn't know court. And now I've got a sister, and that's
But
yeah,
talk to
yeah.
me
No,
like
no.
talk to me like a werewolf. How are you feeling? I feel like you're angry.
Am I? I don't. Hmm. I mean, I suppose I am.
God.
I don't know how to feel right now. I acknowledge that this is objectively. I acknowledge that this is a bad thing and that they should not have done this and that it's a pretty good thing that we're going to attempt to stop them. I acknowledge that. I think that's all I got right now.
Well, right now in this exact moment, you're handling it better than I did. I almost broke your mom's desk, which I shouldn't have done because it broke in, right? So
Oh, um, yeah.
when this is
And like,
over,
yeah,
you can process however you want in general.
thanks. 'Cause I feel like I'm gonna need to do that. Like
Next
there's a kind of like a wider look on Kanon's face that is like contrary to like the kind of like easygoing face that she's had since you've known her. Like she really is trying to process this and not let it like rule her emotionally. Yeah,
next to the
well,
two of you, you see an outline of Pops just like exactly that face is like it just speeds up a little bit.
I am sorry, though. And I should have said it sooner. I just didn't think that it was this bad.
I mean, you couldn't have known that it was this bad.
No.
And I wasn't mad at you for like breaking into my house. So
Which you should be.
I Yeah, I acknowledge that I should be, but I'm not because it's you. You know?
I appreciate that. Did Chiron literally on the ceiling just do like no, no, no? I'm
Uh,
glad that you do trust me, and Chiron points to the ceiling. On
yeah.
that
No,
one.
I mean, it's like if you think about it kind of in a roundabout way, it's literally just like I might have invited you over at some point, and now you've just kind of like done that without me needing to invite you over. So, um, that's we've gotten that out of the way.
Actually, talking about invitations, and then looks back up at Chiron.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. Why?
Don't you need to be invited in?
Oh no, I have this, and I like kind of like pull a pendant like that I've like tucked into my shirt so it doesn't hit me in the face when I'm upside down. And I like tap it. I have this, so I'm good. And it's like a vial.
What?
I like. Can you answer the question? Like, what is in the vial that makes it possible for you to
Oh,
be
it's my
invited?
sire's
Yes.
blood.
Oh,
That's less concerning than I thought that it was like mine, and like that's how you got into my house. And I was gonna be like, well, how did you get it? And just a whole lot
I
of other
would
whole lot of other unethical questions or something.
I don't take people's blood without asking. I would never do that. Do you want can I have some of your blood?
Will you promise to only use it for nefarious purposes?
I'm like kind of curious to drink it. My sire told me not to drink fairy blood, but I kind of want to try it. I don't know. I'm on the fence, you know?
Let me think about it.
That's okay. That's fair. Anyway, yeah, my sire is like a 5,000-year-old vampire king or something, so he can kind of do what he wants. So with
no
his blood,
restrictions, just walk into a house kind of situation.
yeah.
Okay.
So with his blood, I can kind of do whatever I want, which works to me because I already do whatever I want. So it
Yeah.
really
So
works for my
mentality's already
lifestyle.
there. You're already like setting up that.
Exactly. One day I'll
Same.
be a 5,000-year-old vampire queen, and I can do whatever I want. I won't need his blood.
You're already
At
a
this
queen.
point,
Like keeps going.
everyone in the sewage in the bottom of the tunnel, you hear the very fast skittering of tiny feet. And slowly you see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just all the possible rats running opposite the direction you're walking out of the tunnels around the people.
So they're going back the way we came?
Mm-hmm.
That's not normally a good sign when
No.
Good.
smaller animals run in the opposite direction of where you're going.
Can I? Okay. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me if this would work. I have Aura Sight, which is like a vibe check.
Mm-hmm.
Can I Aura Sight down the tunnel? Can I vibe check? Can I vibe check the the tunnel we're going down?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sick.
I was gonna do something similar because I have danger sense to sense if like what's down on the other side of the tunnel.
What do I need to roll for that city planner?
I
How do I
think
vibe check a tunnel?
Yeah.
both of you can roll a guts check for perception and cunning.
Okay.
Worm.
My guts is 13. I got a 10.
Yes, under. Okay, my guts is 14. I got a 13.
Great. You both sense that there is an undead dog-like presence moving down the tunnels toward you all.
That's a weird combination.
Does anyone here have a zombie dog?
No.
We can't have pets in the apartment.
Pops?
Now is and you've met my dog.
I don't know. I'd like one. I just don't have one.
Well, maybe you can get a pet tonight. There's a zombie dog. Maybe.
You mean if I kill this dog, it's gonna be a ghost dog?
Well, it's dead. So I think that already happened. So you'd have to find it to go somewhere else.
Oh. Okay.
But it's down the tunnel, so it'll see us or we'll see it. Question: werewolves don't feel like dogs, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Out of curiosity, I'm gonna teleport to where this zombie dog should be.
Yeah. Are you staying invisible?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. You see two like Scotty looking little white dogs that seem to be oozing this like red bloody ichor from
Ugh.
every orifice you could possibly ooze from. And even with you being invisible, one of them, the one closest to you, there's one on either side of the tunnel, sort of outside of the sludge, looks and starts like sniffing in the direction which you are standing.
I think to myself, that's a messed up looking dog.
Mm.
And I teleport back. Ugh. Those dogs look nasty.
So it is a zombie dog?
That's being generous.
Oh.
They're bleeding.
Are they big?
A little bit. It's just they look mangy and they're just bleeding everywhere.
Can anyone like talk to dogs to make them be chill, or
I look at Beck.
I look at Pops. Yeah.
Is that? Oh, wait, did
That's
I
not how
just?
it fucking works, dude.
Oh, fuck. I didn't mean that as a. I'm a cool Pops. I don't mean it that way.
It's a safe space, kind of, sort of, like look like points around, but no, that's not how it works, Pops.
Kanon, can you like fairy princess talk to dogs or something?
Not quite. I mean, I can sort of influence it, but that's not gonna tell us uh what it's doing. You know what? I've got Aura Psych. I'm gonna vibe check this weird dog.
Continuing to move forward, or have you stopped as you all are kind of.
I personally didn't
Uh,
stop moving.
I
Nobody
didn't
else
stop
has.
moving
Everybody
either.
else is still the crowd we're in, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
don't think it's a good idea to stop. But yeah, like I'll just like circle it and because I can't hover, so I've got to keep moving. But yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
vibe check this
go
dog.
ahead. Mm-hmm.
What do I gotta roll again? That's brains.
Guts.
Guts. Okay, I got a lot of that. Are you kidding me? Rolled a 19 out of 17.
Aw.
I think this might be our first failed roll of the game, honestly.
I think maybe like
Damn.
I think we failed a few
I
rolls,
think we
but
definitely
not
have
for
failed
something
before,
this
Okay.
important.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is
Um,
not worth using my fail luck, so I'll take the fail.
Okay. You take the fail. This bloodhound looks up at you and barks. And the other one stops and looks up at you. And they start drooling more blood than they were before, looking at you as if you were some kind of meal.
I'm going to partially shift to make myself bigger. I'm probably gonna like rip the top half of my hoodie in the process. And I don't know what to do with this, but I'm gonna try to like I guess primal dominance this a little bit to like make them back down probably.
Does
Beck
growl?
Yes, definitely. There's a low growl that doesn't sound like you know it's like just in the chest. You can hear it. It's resounding. It doesn't sound like his mouth isn't moving or anything like that. You just hear it coming from him. Bark.
Court
Wolf.
looks up at the
Why did you
ceiling.
Ready. Great. Give me an influence roll at advantage as you
Okay.
shift your form.
All right.
And release
Influence,
this
would that
one.
be? What would that be?
Blood.
Blood. Right. There you are. Ooh. Yes. Again, my blood is 9. It's an 8. I was like, please, this
Yeah.
is not my best, my stat. But yes, go for it.
They both kind of look at you and then like step to attention and then like just start panting their tongues out.
Oh, like it comes out not like his normal voice. This is like very deep. Oh, like doesn't pet them, not gonna touch them. Jesus Christ. And kind of gesture with his jaw to move out of the way, essentially.
They step to the side.
And then I walk past them, and shift down to normal size a little bit.
They try to follow you.
Ah, I adopted the zombie dogs. Just like looks back and just allows this to happen. I don't like, is it like are we in a different space now passing them, or is it just like it's still
It's still
uh
just the tunnels. Um, everyone give me a brains roll.
I got
11 out of
6.
13 for me.
Uh,
I also got a 6.
My
6
dice
out
are
of
too
9.
smart.
I got a natural 20. Chiron's brain is fully off right now. I need everyone to know I personally rolled nerve to not fall off the ceiling. I did not, but I did definitely trip and hit like a wall.
Chiron's brain is woof, 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 woof.
Yeah,
Woof.
I fully, the Chiron definitely had like a fucking like hit a wall and like tripped.
Like graze somebody's head.
Yeah, Chiron is in no way paying attention to whatever that roll was about, even a little bit.
Incredible. Court, you would know from knowing this tunnel in the first place, that you're getting pretty close to where there should be like a fenced-in area and then a ladder up into like one of the entry rooms to the lab. So you know you're getting close, and I think Beck and Pops, maybe just with your street savvy and just general smarts, understand that this is probably some kind of checkpoint to make sure only mesmerized folks are making it past right here.
Knowing the tunnels, would I know where this leads out to, where they might be headed?
Yeah. Essentially, when you last worked at the lab, the ladder leads to a small room where they kept a bunch of like wetsuits and like flippers and things for the created to go do their missions. You essentially use this as your diving point down into the sound. From there, it opens up into just like a hallway with like offices and different labs on either side. And then at the end of that hallway is a large room where a lot of the high-tech equipment was and a lot of like the major desks, sort of a collaborative working space.
I got a question, City Planner. Being allied, are we more sensitive in the dark compared to humans?
Depends on the kind of ally that you are.
Okay. Would it help if I try to use my what do you call this? Savvy as an old power company employee or like sewer employee to know where it's connected to the grid and cut the power to buy us some time before they turn on the generators?
I think that you certainly think that would be a good idea. And if you'd move to do so, and Court, you kind of pick up on what Pops is doing, you would also know that like every piece of equipment in there is powered by electricity. Like they wouldn't be able to do. You might even break the concentration of the vampire. Like they're like everything in there is tied to power.
Okay. I'd like to do that.
Cool. Court, do you say anything as Pops goes to do so?
I think as I'm picking up on this, I'm gonna start kind of trailing behind. Are you breaking off and going up this ladder?
No, I assume that that there's like a grid connection in the sewers before we go up.
Got it,
Yeah.
got it, got it. Yeah, I'll kind of trail behind you over your shoulder and go, "What are you doing?"
I'm thinking maybe we can short the grid out so they don't have power, and then the lights go out, and then we can go.
Yeah. There's nothing. It shut down once,
Mhm.
and we couldn't go home. They were like, there's a generator, and like maybe it'll kick back on. You
Yeah.
can't leave because everything, but everything shut down, and it was like 12 hours of lost work.
Yeah, and maybe it can buy some time. Can I borrow one of those knitting needles you got?
She's like already digging in.
Yeah, I grab it and I make a closed circuit to overload the power of the grid to hopefully short out like the electricity in the building.
Yeah. Give me a brains roll at advantage.
Okay, 7 out of 11. 7 out of 13. My other roll was a natural 20, so I was like, oh.
Hot dice in the bad way for this game. But yes, you are able to stick the knitting needle just in the right place, and you hear like the classic of the powering down sound as you cut the power to the area. There are like dim lights further down the tunnel that you've been walking towards that you see kind of cut as well. And at that, I would say Beck for sure, and anyone with the aura sense, you hear voices in the tunnel down by where those lights were.
Is you had said that there was like is there like a magical barrier where like only people that are mesmerized can pass through, but like people that are aware can't? Something like that? Is that
Not
what
that
you
you're aware of
The
right now.
dogs.
The
Oh, the
dogs were
dogs. Okay.
kind of sniffing and patrolling. Yeah.
I see. Those are the barrier. Okay, cool.
You
So,
said we
but
hear
now,
people?
so we hear
Mhm.
people.
You hear like,
Nice.
"Hey, what's up?" Like you don't hear the words, but you hear the voices of like a commotion ahead of you.
They don't sound like they're in the tunnel though.
They do.
They are. Can I see them?
Not yet, especially since the lights cut.
I have night vision, so I can see them just fine.
Hey.
That's what I was asking for.
I don't think you're quite close enough to make out their
Okay.
forms yet, but as you keep moving quickly, y'all will see them for sure then.
Okay.
And then can we catch what they're are we close enough to hear what they're saying, or do we have to get closer for that also?
You'd have to get closer to hear what they're saying. You just hear
Okay.
like the echoes of like commands,
I would
stern.
like to on the ceiling like slink down to like hands and knees crawling or like on my elbows so I'm not a figure on the ceiling trying to sneak up on them.
All the children behind you on the ceiling just get down on their hands and knees as well and start crawling behind you.
I turn around and say,
They all look behind them as like a chain of kids.
Beck's gonna do the same thing. No shifting, just in hut mode as well. Is the best way to put that.
Awesome. You all proceed forward. You just hear, "What the hell happened? Come on. We gotta get down there, get the power turned back on." And then you hear even more voices, one of them being feminine, that Kanon you instantly recognize as the voice of your mother. "Get that fixed! What else are we paying you for?" You hear like the shutting of a hatch right after
N-
that.
Interestingly, that is probably the highest I've heard her voice in my multiple decades of being alive. Um, and I think I almost don't recognize her because of it.
Hmm.
can
You
I
hear
please sorry go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you hear grumbles, and then the clicks of flashlights as the flashlights start aiming toward you through the people that are still going up through the open gate toward the ladder. Um,
Yeah, how many of
and
them are there?
you see 3 different individuals, and they are head to toe in full SWAT gear.
Okay.
Can I stealth between people to get behind them and take one out?
I would also like to take care of one.
I like. I'm sorry. We're like, could we do that? Can a group of kids get the last one?
I was like,
We-
are these normal
we stand
security?
a battle couple. We
I was
stand a
like-
battle couple.
I was like, describe them. SWAT gear, not normal guy security guard. I no longer care about their
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we're gonna move into like a combat initiative order. I'll let y'all go first as a surprise since they don't know that you are there. So yeah, it's group initiative, whoever of you wants to go first. If Beck and Court want to kind of like move simultaneously, I'm just gonna need a roll to see how stealthy you actually are, which would be a nerve roll.
By court, do you mean Chiron?
Yes, sorry.
I'm just making sure. You don't have to be sorry. You could have meant
Somewhere
court, which is fine.
names. Always gets me.
Court, you trying to sneak up?
Court can't see shit right now. Court knew the lights went off and still froze when everything happened.
Oh. All right. Well, whatever it is, I got a 2. It's nerve.
Advantage. Incredible.
Oh, I have an advantage, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a 2. It's fine.
I got a 1.
Yes.
Yeah. Great. You both are able to sneak behind. I need you all to make your attacks. What are y'all doing?
Would you like me to describe what I'm doing? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
I am waiting for them to like I get to like a certain point in the ceiling and I just like stop moving and I kind of like wait for them to go past me. And there are 3, so I see them moving in a triangle if they're smart. So I wait for the head of the triangle to get past me, and I see Beck is also coming, and I'm like, Beck is smart, so I'm going to take one part of the back part of the triangle, just like not drop from the ceiling, but like get off my hands and knees and like pick them up to the ceiling. Sort of like vampire stealth kill.
Great. Give me a
So-
muscle roll.
I love that.
Roll with advantage when attacking. I got another 1.
Bitch.
Describe what this
I
looks
love
like.
this.
Drop.
Cool. I was like, I deal double damage if that matters. I think what the group sees is like a flash of teeth, and you also see a flash of red eyes. And I don't think you've ever seen Chiron's eyes go full like vampire red hunt mode. And all they hear is and
Bless.
I don't drop the body because I don't want the other 2 to be alerted. But I think it is like a very smooth, clean, like they're moving in a formation in a way where like by the time they notice one of the flashlights isn't anymore, it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
No, you know what? I got 2 1s. I have one of the kids take his spot and like just hold the flashlight so they don't notice he's missing.
Yes. Yes. Wait, is it 2 kids on top of you? Like one on top of each
It's
other?
like
just
2
to be on the
kids,
same height.
And I pick the guy up to the ceiling. And in my
Yeah,
head,
got it.
like I have a head of Fox Corp to eat, so I can't eat too much. So I think
Mhm.
it's like a fucking swarm of children are holding this guy to the ceiling and ensuring they don't find something.
Love it. Beck, give me your attack roll.
So yes, my plan was to get like if one is leading the other back one. So it was just like, yeah, those 2, and then the other one it doesn't understand or doesn't realize. Dipping between bodies or people that are walking by, getting behind this guy right after Chiron latches up to the ceiling to like take this guy out. I unsheath claws only, so razor sharp. Immediately grapple from behind and cut the jugular, as well as double tap stab in the gut, essentially, and take him with me. to the group in general. And then I roll muscle to see if that actually works.
Muscle, yeah.
Okay. That is a 5, which I'm happy
Alright.
about.
So the
It's
claws
not a
work.
1, but it's
Only
messy, and that makes sense.
one more for the stabby.
Oh, one more for the
Claws are
stabs?
successful. One more
Mhm.
for the stabs. Yeah.
Okay. 8. Muscle 14.
Success. You do exactly as you described. The
In
rest of you.
line of the kids standing behind, I'm gonna teleport next to Beck and catch the flashlight that's about to drop. And I just hold that.
Fucking teamwork. We
Great.
love to
Court
see it.
and Kanon. There's one left. What are y'all doing?
Ooh. Court, what are you doing right now?
There's a little light because of this flashlight, right? How, I guess,
There are 3 flashlights, so there's 3 flashlights worth
so we
of
can see a
light. but
bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. 2 of them have stopped moving. The other one is moving forward toward you.
So it's the one in front who's moving forward.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm following behind that one that's advancing so he doesn't like notice that he's going alone.
Cool.
I like it. Um He's in SWAT gear. That's all tactical and definitely probably not iron. So, um I say to Court, you want to give me a hand?
Yeah.
I'm gonna literally throw Court's hand in this guy's face.
She's already
Uh
kind of popping stitches off.
yes, and Courts, I know your parts have some measure of sentience. Like we this hand has thinged before. So I'm gonna throw this hand at this guy's face to get him all like
I tell me if this is a liberty too far. I have what's called Heart Stopper, in which I can make an armed attack to literally stop somebody's heart.
Mhm.
Uh
Hello?
You just have that in your back
a
pocket?
D6 level of damage. This is level 5, baby. Would this hand have enough force if it's being thrown as opposed to thinking its way across a sewer to cause a heart attack
Oh, yeah.
and add an extra D6 damage to Kanon's?
yeah, wow. Okay.
You wanted a hand.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I just need a muscle roll for the throw.
Okay. We'll roll the throw. Yes, that is a 10 on a 12.
All right. Is it possible to collaboratively describe what happens?
I mean, Court, please, this is our thing. So describe how how the first part of this goes before I throw it.
I think when a hand detaches and you know that it's got the kind of sentience, it's a little wiggly. It's got that kind of autonomy, like it has a mission, it's going to do a thing, and it's ready when you go to throw it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do, and it goes to make, it's a little like the ending scene in a movie that I don't really want to talk about right now because pay the actors. But it's a quick. It's the hand stops and makes contact.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to
Yeah.
take it from there.
Yeah, so I take the hand from you and it's like ready and raring to go. So like I wait until this guy is like at the perfect place to throw and then like I literally just kind of like football throw. And Kanan doesn't really do sports, but it looks really cool. It's like throwing a javelin almost. And yeah, it hits him like square in the chest. And Kanan's not following not too far behind because he's gonna drop his flashlight. So I'm there to catch the flashlight as this guy goes down from the heart attack.
You hear the first splash as that happens.
Awesome.
Fun
say-
fact, each of these guards had the capacity to take 2 attacks, and you all just strategically did that on your own in one round.
Fuck yeah.
That's insane. Okay. I love it.
I love this. This is great.
I say from the ceiling. See, like, we're gonna be fine. We're like so good at this. This is so easy.
Can
We're
we
worried about
eat
community.
now? They all say in unison.
Yes, you can finish eating him now, but hurry up. We have to keep moving.
They're just dragging all 3 of them. They'll take the one from Beck. Like, bringing it-
Willingly offers it to the first kid, or a group of kids that just unison hands come up, and I'm like, yeah, take it,
Oh.
Jesus.
Some of the kids
Go
form
on.
around the dogs and start like touching them and then licking their fingers.
No,
No, we're not
It's
looking.
blood.
I
No.
get it. You have a whole man. Like,
Listen, two brain short circuits. I want to call back. Listen,
Beck.
Beck.
Listen to Beck.
Yes, listen to Beck. That Beck.
Mm.
Listen to the Beck.
Before these-
Okay.
Before these tiny vampire children run off with their prizes, do these guys have anything of importance on them that would be worth taking?
Like key cards.
Probably.
Mhm. They
Yeah,
do all
probably.
have key cards. They do all 3 have tasers.
Yes. Take a taser.
Yeah.
I like to think Kanon does that in the fiction of like buzzes it.
It's dark, so it just like arcs all over.
Court's hand kind of runs over on like 3, picks up the key card, and kind of scoots back.
Nice.
Start reattaching it.
Great. You hear an opening of a hatch again. What's the holdup?
I want to use mesmerize. And I say we're having a hard time reconnecting the wires. It'll be a minute. Please give us some time. And I want to mesmerize to like not try and check again.
Okay. Give me your roll.
I love this shit.
Gonna
What
I
do
love
I
this shit
so
what do I
much.
what do I mesmerize? Is that blood? I think it was blood.
Blood. Yeah.
My blood's so
Blood.
high.
I was gonna do something completely different.
I want to know now.
I got a 15 out of 16. I realize you don't know the number.
Yeah. You succeed and you hear Kanon, you hear your mother's voice for the 3rd time. Oh right. Well, as fast as you can. Then, of course-
Yeah. Ugh, God, I hate people's voices.
Are we
Okay.
just gonna like go up there now? Or
I mean, yeah, right?
I also didn't know you could do that. That was actually
It's a
pretty cool.
thing when I feed on someone, I can talk in their voice for a little bit.
Actually, now that I realize, before she closed the door, being invisible, can I teleport behind them to scout ahead?
Mhm. Yeah.
Do we have like walkie talkies? That would have been smart. Someone should have bought walkie talkies.
The security guards, do they have walkie-talkies?
Or do they have walkie-talkies?
Sure.
Sick.
But they make noise.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
like-
yeah, we'll figure that out.
I'll turn off mine for now.
You have 3 walkie.
Can't you come through as a ghost static? White noise it.
Right?
I'll let you try to do that, Fabs, if you want.
Not yet. But I want to teleport to see what we're expecting.
Yeah. I don't think Court shared her knowledge of the building, so you begin to see what I had described in regards to like the next few rooms. The scuba gear room, the hallway with a bunch of offices and like bathrooms and things, and then 2 double swinging doors. They swing both directions, filled with people. And if you make your way all the way through the doors, you see probably about 10 different SWAT individuals. And in a large vat of this like green acid that seems familiar from the henchmen from the boat as well as the sewers before. You see a very old looking man with fangs extended, just kind of floating in like the whatever man pose.
Oh, like
In
against their will, like
Vitruvian
they're
Man?
Vitruvian man.
yes,
Vitruvian.
thank you. Like in the vat.
Okay.
You see the CEO as well as two individuals in lab coats, a male and a woman. Filling another vat and having like a conversation.
Hey, I'm gonna sneak back. Your sire,
Mm-hmm.
Chiron, old, gangly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think he was doing this out of his own accord. I think he's hanging above a vat of that acid thing that killed most of the people in the first meeting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think he's a prisoner here.
All right, see ya. Sharon starts running for the door.
Chiron, no.
I would
Chiron, like, wait.
Something that stands out from the above is that you didn't see where all the people are going.
Ah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's like,
Chiron starts running on the ceiling, but please continue talking to
I'm
people.
I'm gonna tell Shire's like there's squat people. There's like 10 guards on him right now.
I can eat 10 people.
Yeah, but there's bang bang shooty.
What if they know you're coming?
And they might be able, if he's suspended there, that means they might have a remote control to drop him. No more sire.
These are all very measured things.
Is there a
I've-
way that you can make? No, never mind.
I feel bad and sad. I would like to cry now. I'm gonna go cry.
What?
You guys catch me up on whatever we're doing. I'm gonna go over, and Sharon like walks over for the ceiling, sits down on the ceiling, and starts crying.
The kids come around and just like pat you. They all just form around you to like hug and pat you.
I turn
guys are
around and shrug to
kids.
everybody.
Hold up. Beck can't go upside down. Is going to just like jump up and claw into the ceiling in front
Yes.
of Chiron. What's? I already know what's wrong. But we'll stop him. We'll make sure that he doesn't get hurt. You know.
This is what Fox Corp does. They take people. They took Dad. They're trying to take Mom. Now they're taking him. They just take people. They take people, and there's nothing anyone can do.
But you said that we can do this.
I thought we could do this when he was like hypnotized with their weird goof. They kidnapped him. Like, what can I do?
I mean, we just saw what we did just a second ago. We can do this. We just have to like be smart. I know you're smarter than me. We need you.
And I like look at Beck, with like a tear-stained face. I just can't lose him too, Beck. I don't have it in me. Whatever little bit of humanity I have left will go with it.
Well then, we'll get him. We'll save him. We need to find a way to get him out of there. Turn back to Pops. Was there anything else up there that you could see?
I mean, the CEO was there. There was like 2 doors. Wait. I have an idea.
Yeah.
Pops is gonna go and undress one of the guards and is gonna wear the guard's costume. Try to hold it on. Like it slips a little bit and you see his shoulder. It's like, no. Look. Chiron, I know this gangly guy is important to you. And once you're a ghost, you tend to not die anymore. So I'll distract the SWAT guys and you guys can figure him out.
But what about the goop? The goop seems to get everybody.
Is there a way to drain it? Maybe.
Well, the
in the room?
goop can go on the ground and I can levitate. I can also teleport. I'll be fine.
There's like 10 guards, 2 doors. Are there how many rooms were there?
There was one big room with that vat, right? And then there's a hallway. So I just relay that.
Is that where all the
Did I get to see where Kanon's mom went?
I don't think Kanon has mentioned that the voice was her mother. And I don't know that y'all would know what she looks like. But
Yeah.
Except for
above
Chiron.
table, her parents are the people in the lab coats next to the CEO.
I was
Okay.
like, Chiron knows what she looks like because I asked
Chiron knows what she
Kanon.
looks like. Yeah.
Because I asked Kanon, do you like your parents? Should I tell the kids not to eat them?
But
Right.
also, I don't know what they look like, so I just say that next to the CEO are two lab coats.
Well, we got the other outfits of the guards. Can 2 random? Obviously, you can also wear them, but like, can 2 other random bodies go up there?
So
Pretend to be guards.
I'm gonna pretend to be a rogue guard or something. And the other 2 can pretend that you're protecting the CEO. I think the kid should be one of them, because maybe they can talk their parents. Pointing over to Kanon. Maybe you can talk them down.
The people around you are starting to thin.
Where are these people going? Did you see them?
I didn't see where they were going.
Okay. All right.
If we can get your sire, we can break the control out of them, and they can get out of here.
But we have to
That's
make
wonderful.
sure they're safe.
Mhm.
So, I need you all on Team Rogue Guard to save my sire, please. Save me the head of Fox Corp. I would like to eat him. And I'll figure out where these people are going and make sure they're also safe. And Chiron was going to walk as close as she can to the ladder, and I'm going to fall into like the line of people to see where they're going.
Yeah. The remaining kids who aren't like passed out blood drunk, begin to follow you. There's probably like 20 left.
Court, would you come with us? The kids really like you.
I think I should. I'm ex Fox Corp material. They're gonna know me.
Mom, it's a big place and they're not very smart. I don't think they'll notice before we're out of here.
I think I'm gonna go with you.
Okay. We're not gonna let anything happen to you up there, okay?
Yeah. And kind of pounds her fists together, hands stitched back on. Puts her fist down back at her side.
And then I start going up the line. I kind of like look back at Team Guard getting ready to go do their thing. Everyone's going home, okay? I will see
Yeah.
all of you back at the bar tonight.
Yeah.
With my sire.
Yes.
You head up with the line of traffic, as well as Court and the children. You end up on like a second floor. It's just like a big empty room. And as you all get through, a few more people trail in after you. But the room seems really full here. Both of you can give me guts rolls, essentially perception checks.
Do you have it? Guts.
Guts, intestines, and all the other innards I passed.
Yeah, also pass 8 out of 14.
Great. Now give me a brains roll.
Oh man.
Nat 1.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. I don't know whose brain it is, but
My brains is 13. I got 13. Is that good or bad? Is that okay?
Yeah, meets it. Yeah, you both
Okay.
succeed. I think Court maybe gets to it really quickly. You see these light boards across the ceiling of this building. And you remember from your time of working at the lab, you've seen this on a smaller scale and their animal experimentation of it's a shrink ray.
they're making them smaller? What? What?
I don't think we should make Abraham smaller. I say still holding Abraham.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Wait, why would they make? Wait, what? That isn't. Why are they making them smaller? I thought the
I
goop.
can't pretend to know why they do anything here, but to turn them to make them smaller.
As you say that, you see lines of shelves along a far wall. And on those shelves are clear acrylic boxes with moving peoples inside.
Oh.
Court's gonna go over and take a look at them stiffly.
You recognize Chris. The front of one of the boxes just
Puts their hand up, kind of reaches out a finger. What happened?
We can't hear you.
Was that on purpose?
It's just okay.
How many of them are there?
you look over to the other shelf. I think maybe Chiron, if you followed Court over here, you see 3 smaller acrylic boxes filled with green hoodied, different kinds of monstrous individuals. And 3 boxes next to those of just like the gray washed humans that Pops told you about.
Sean's like, okay. We can't. Okay, we don't want to be shrunk. Fuck, Pops is smarter. Does anyone here look like an engineer? I say to Court, does anyone here look like an engineer?
Starts like scanning for the for colleagues.
City planner, do I see that I've seen like work on like the electrical or something around our part of town or anything?
You don't see anyone in the room that looks like an engineer, but as you're like looking up and around, you see a window that seems to have other people milling about some kind of office on the other side. You don't see a way in from this room
Besides the window, I see.
besides the window, yeah. And with that, we'll go to the other group. The 3 of you, I assume, have all donned the costume
Costume.
for the uniform of the guards
SWAT.
you've taken down.
Mhm.
Kanon,
Yeah.
what are you doing with your backpack?
Um I'm probably so these like these SWAT like all of the SWAT stuff that they have, I've never like really looked too closely at a SWAT uniform. They have like little pouches and compartments and all that stuff, right? I think what
Absolutely.
I'm doing is I'm taking all of my stuff and like putting it into the SWAT uniform and like rolling up my bag and also sticking it somewhere.
Great. You all head up the other ladder with sort of a porthole looking turny wheel, the one that Pops had gone through before, and make your way through that into the scuba gear room.
All right.
Scuba gear room. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna yell like something's happening at the entrance. I'm gonna try to drive them away. And I'm just gonna say, the two of you protect Fox Corp leader. And then
Yeah.
I'll try to take care of them 10 and
Okay.
right.
Can we
sounds good.
so can we this is can we see them at this point? The
No,
CEO
they're
and the lab
down
coats? Okay.
maybe about 100 feet down a hallway through some
Okay.
double doors.
Okay.
All right. If this is gonna work, we're gonna sell it. We gotta sell it. To act afraid, act panicked, and all right, let's do this.
Pop says this and Kanon is like, "Yeah, act." Uh-huh.
And you see like the pants
Tryna-
starts falling down, and Pops just pulls it up. All right, ready? I
Mhm.
kick the
Got it,
door.
got this.
I kick the door open, like the double doors. The rest of you, there's trouble in the entrance. We gotta go now.
All right.
Come on.
All of us? You see like two or three of them like look back at what they're
Yeah,
doing. Like,
I'll lie down there. They're coming in that aren't, under the control right now.
all right, give me a blood roll. Pops can roll at advantage with Beck's help, or you can each roll separately.
I can roll. I have 13 on my blood.
I'll give you help. I don't know how that would work. Is it like a power die to help
It's
reduce it?
advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
Advantage, yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
A 12.
They're like, okay. As it's-
I go up close, like face to face to the guy who asked me, "Do you want this operation to just fail?
No.
Then you're gonna come with me.
Oh, okay.
Go, go, go!" And I just keep pointing them, and I point to Kanon and Beck. The two of you stay here, guard the prisoner, help them out.
Got you. Yeah.
Y'all.
And I'm just gonna follow the rest of the group.
As they all run, you kind of look at, you see the CEO and the two lab individuals like looking around. CEO grabs one of them by like the bulletproof vest and just like, "You're my guard, you stay put," and kind of like puts him back, stand next to him. As Pops and the remainder of the 9 guards head out of the room.
All right. While that's happening and we're moving in closer, can I get a better assessment of the room in terms of like the controls for the vet or anything like that? The change for where the sire is, just like now that I don't have to be stealthy with it, I can just openly walk around a little bit.
Yeah. You walk around, you see that there's like a ladder up toward the vat, to the side where there's like a big long cord wrapped in plastic connected to like a box with a turn dial that you assume is connected to like the lowering and hiring mechanism. Um, Next to that is another box that seems to have a switch. And you see on the floor in the middle of the room is a giant drain and all the floor kind of curves toward the center of the room. Along the other walls are just various sorts of lab equipment. But directly next to the vat with the sire hovering above it is another vat that the two lab technicians seem to be filling with a blue ooze. And there are multiple cords connecting the two vats between one another.
So there's like a series of cords going to the lowering and high, like up and down of the cage, and then the other one is to drain possibly where the green ooze is. But there's another one, and there's like another blue goo that that has a different set of controls. Is that what you're saying?
The set of controls for the vat are the same, but they
Mhm.
seem to have strange tubes and electronic devices connecting the two vats together.
All right. So as we're walking, I turn to Kanon. I'm like, so that one's the drain. If you can like figure that out, I can distract.
Kanan has
Okay.
been on autopilot this whole time. Like, now that we're in this room and she is within, like, sight distance of her mother, her parents, um, like, watching them, like, they're not even, like, conducting anything, but, like, watching them just, like, do this is kind of like, yeah, she's, like, very quickly short-circuiting, but at the same time, like, moving forward, like, you're not quite sure if she's, like, even really respond, like, can even, like, grok what you're saying right now.
Are you gonna be
Uh-huh.
okay?
Yeah.
You don't have to talk to them if you don't want to. I can do that, like kind of block you, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, you see the CEO pull something out of his pocket, bend down, drop it on the floor, hit a button on his phone, and one of those green sweatered goons just enlarges next to him. And he's like, go do the thing upstairs. Tell them we're ready. And they're just like, "Mm," and they start walking through the double doors back into the hallway.
Guard face real quick, just like steel
Easy tr
face real quick.
easy
Look down on the floor.
transport.
We'll make great pets.
Whoa. Walks over and kind of, I don't know where to stand, but I'm gonna assume standing, but I'm gonna block Kanan while like looking at the controls. Unless like the controls are near them. Or is it like real close to the CEO and
It
Kanan's
is
parents?
very close, yeah. Mhm.
So then I'm gonna like get their attention essentially, like, hey, update. I wanted to tell y'all kind of what happened down there, if you don't mind.
I don't really have time for a debrief right now, Kanon's dad.
Are you sure? Because like they're trying to snap them out of it and stuff like that.
You know what? It's what the guard's for. If you just, hold down the doors and let us do our job here, this will take about 5 minutes, all right?
Are you sure it's gonna
And
take about 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Like he's like literally just like, like he's like, are you sure it's only gonna take 5 minutes? Because that's what like points to the female, like her mom essentially in the room, like
Mhm.
because it seemed to take a lot longer than I thought, and then we like nearly got ambushed. So I feel like this is really important, sir.
You
I'm just gonna
see
keep on like randomly talking to see
they're,
how
like,
welcome that's gonna.
mixing different vials together. There's just, like, books of maths all over the place. There's all kinds of stuff, and both, scientists are working at record speed. Every time you talk, you're, like, breaking their concentration. They're like, it's okay." Um, but you get the sense back that anything that you say is not going to trump the impatience of the CEO who's standing right there, looking like he's waiting for something.
Hmm.
Um, so we're standing next to them at this point, and is there any way I'm sure that I don't, but is there any way I can, like, figure out based on what's in front of them or, like, what they're doing, what it is that they're trying to do with all the stuff in their in front of them?
Yeah, give me a brains roll.
Cool. This'll be great. Brains is my lowest stat right now. I got an 18 on a 10, but I'm going to use my Fey luck. Once per day, I can reroll any one die result. So good
What
luck
does
to
your
Let's
me.
go.
Fey luck look like as you?
Um, I think it's like it feels like a reordering of my thoughts. Like it's different. So I think it's different depending on like what I'm choosing to reroll. So like things are really out of focus for me right now. And so I'm looking at all of this and like my vision is blurring. And I think it's just like a feeling of clarity. Like it's brain, so it's not really like visual. It's just like a feeling of clarity. See if 10 on the dot.
That's what you needed. Um, they have created a system that will transfer the power of an allied to a human. They're filling this vat with blue goo for the CEO to enter and transfer the power of Chiron's sire to the CEO.
Okay.
With that, we'll head back to Chiron and Court in the Shrinky Dinks room.
All right, Abraham,
Yeah?
can we make this not happen? I can get
Make
you a bunch
what
of
not happen? It like pops out of your pocket.
I don't want to get shrinky dinked. I don't think you also want to get
Oh.
shrinky dinked. Can I help you figure out how to turn it off from in here? Can I go like break those lights and you can fuck with the wires or something?
Can you climb up there without getting tased?
I try to do that.
As soon as you get like quarter of the way up, you see like electrical energy currents across the entire ceiling to stop anyone from tampering with the wires. I either cut the power. How'd they get back on, by the way? Or go in there. Points toward the window.
Hey, Court.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm still kind of like pawing at the glass of her friend. We gotta break it. Does
Okay.
Abraham know how to break it?
We have two options. I can try and figure out how to cut the power, or I can quit the sneaking around and be loud and break through that window and start killing people.
I don't, and like still reaching out to their friends. I don't know that we want to be loud about.
Okay. No, that's fine.
And looks at all of the glass.
Okay. I would like to do something truly unhinged. I have heightened senses.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to start like I feel like when you do you can like you've this like you can like fine tune what you're trying to listen for. I would just start listening for like the hum of electricity to figure out where like the fucking power box is on the other side of a wall or something for this room.
Yeah. You actually follow the hum. You think that there's a generator or its own power source on the roof. So through the electrical protection currents onto the roof.
I like put Abraham down.
Hey.
Court, can you look at me? Can you look at me?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'm here.
I put my hands on Court's shoulders. I need you to watch the kids, okay?
Looks down at the kids, and until now didn't necessarily realize they were here. Oh. Uh-huh.
I'll be right back.
Be safe.
Sure. I would like to jump up through the protection and the ceiling and just like eat whatever that's gonna do to me and start going up to the roof.
Yeah. Okay. You're going to take 4 damage.
That's okay.
Oh.
I'm fine.
It was gonna
To
be like
give
a
you-
bat, one of those tennis rackets.
To give you a frame of reference, I have 40 hit points.
Yeah. I need you to make me a flesh saving throw. So flesh roll.
There we go. That's the thing. My flesh is okay. That's a success. 10 out of 13.
All right. You feel your body kind of want to like go rigid as you take this shock, but you're able to maintain your gluey stickiness to the ceiling as you find like a skylight you're able to climb through to get onto the ceiling.
I go do that and I start is it skylight like right to the roof, or is it like into like some sort of like inside
it's
the
right.
wall? Oh,
It's right to the roof. Yeah.
idiots. Corporations. Yeah, I just start looking for. I assume I see a lot of generators because it's the roof of like a building. There's probably lots of them.
Yeah, you see a lot. You only see one on though.
Oh, easy. I'm gonna go. I'm sure there's like a way to turn it off. Chiron says, unless I see a big red button, I am just going to break it.
You can do either. I think there's certainly buttons you could read to see, but whatever you
I don't have
heart
time to
desires.
read. I like walk up and I don't see a button that says off. I just I think in a way that she's not done in front of anyone here. No one here is there to see it, but is like teeth bared, like face monstrous, like eyes red, like breaking this thing, like something out of some sort of like horror movie.
You do so. You hear the powering down sound once again. And you hear the clicking noise as the generator next to that one tries to kick on.
I go do the same thing.
Same
I'll
thing
just keep
happens.
doing that until all
There's
of them are broken.
4 up there. You break all 4.
Yeah, I will. I keep doing that until all 4 are broken.
The lights power down when this happens in the lab room. And you hear the CEO, "No, not again! Come on! We need to finish this. We need power for this. Can we just dump it into the vat?" He seems like more agitated.
Is it like fully dark in this room?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take this moment to like go into hunt mode, get behind the CEO and like just choke him out. I'm not gonna kill him because that's for somebody else. That already staked claim. So I'm going to essentially choke him out.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to assist with this,
Mhm.
with my glamour to influence. I don't know how many nearby targets I can do. It just says nearby target, but I'm going to soon as I hear you kind of like shift, like move shift, not like shift.
Yeah.
I'm going to glamour my parents so that all they hear is the CEO continuing to complain.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh
All right.
shit! I love that.
I need a blood roll from Kanon. I need a muscle roll from Beck.
I get advantage on this, right? Because it's like a combat situation.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah,
a 5 anyway, so
I got a
Yeah.
13 on a 14.
Nice.
let's
Um,
go.
your parents
Oh,
hear
that's a thing. I can use a power die with that. Right? How do you play this game? No, I got a 6 on the power dice. I think that lowers it by 6. So I mean, it's still a success.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Great. You succeed in headlocking the CEO. And Kanon, you succeed in glamoring your parents. But Beck, as you headlock the CEO, you hear the clicking of metal next to you, and you hear danger detected.
Excuse me.
We're gonna take a break. That's where we're gonna
What?
take a break.
Nani?
Hello?
Nani the fuck? There's robots? I could have been a robot? I could have been a robot vampire.
You still can.
All right, we'll be right back.
Be back.
Hello.
Hey.
We're back.
I got cliffhangered.
No hard.
Incredible. You got cliffhangered. And before we go back to you, we're gonna go to Pops.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Pops, you are with about 9 guards. Do you know where the entrance was? Like, did you know where to take them
No,
when you were like,
I'm having them lead me towards the entrance.
great, yes, they take you around through one of the doors that was in that hallway towards the front of the building. They open the door to the outside and nothing's happening.
No, like before they get to the door, if I know that's the entrance, I'm gonna
yeah.
yell, "Take cover!"
They all get down. What?
Like spread out and
What's
take
going
cover.
on?
Spread out, spread out.
What are we taking cover from?
They spit things. I don't know. They're gross allied. They throw their bowel movements. I don't know.
Give me a blood roll.
Just stall until the timeline hits where I'm smashing generators, Pops.
11 out of 13.
Okay. I've never heard of that. They're like murmuring, like
I don't know. There's new things happen every day. Generational thing. Just spread out, spread out.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. No, that breaks the rules. I'm not gonna roll because that breaks the rules of this game. But I need you, Pops. I need you to roll. I don't even know. The thing is, you're a ghost wearing real clothes, and I need to know if they can figure out if you're a ghost or not.
Well,
so you tell me what you're using to like
I think
detract
blood.
from the fact. Okay.
I think
okay.
still blood.
All right.
Okay. That one.
Incredible. I feel like maybe the guard you stole the costume from had like a face mask included in it.
I'm
like,
thinking
all you
like
can see through the helmet is just like the eyes.
yeah, like a face guard, kind of like a visor thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like go, 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 go.
Right. All right. Are we going outside? What are we doing?
No, just
What's the plan?
scout it out. And as soon as they disperse, the last one next to me, I go, ghost wounds. And I'm just gonna start stabbing him in the neck.
Give me a muscles roll.
What is my muscle? My muscle is 8.
Crazy Friday, right?
Okay, I rolled a 19.
Okay. You fail. This guard goes, "It's a ghost!" And all the other SWAT agents just like stop. They're crawling on the ground and turn and look at you.
Well, I piece and then I sink into the floor. Without the
Love it.
clothes.
Love it.
Just leave the clothes.
Yeah.
All right. You do so. You sink into the ground. There's nothing under here, like the parking lot. It's just like the ground. But you can navigate wherever you'd like from there.
I'm gonna try and navigate to the guy farthest from me, behind him, and try to
Okay.
come up and then go ghost wounds again.
Yeah. As you do that, you come up, you see the lights inside the entryway where you've left the door open, just cut out.
Oh.
And you hear like a smash from the roof.
No time to think about that. Ghost wounds.
Give me a
ghost
muscles
wounds.
roll.
Maybe 6 out of 8.
All right. You stab one attack.
2d6. 3.
All right, you stab a second attack, downing one of them. The other one closest to you is going to come over with a taser. It pulls out of his pack. He's just kind of looking at you, like with the taser in hand, like, I don't know if this is gonna work. And he tries to hit you. And I need you to make a flesh roll.
Okay. Two.
All right. You feel nothing as like the shocks of electricity just like ripple through you. It looks confused as all the others begin to make their way toward you, except for one who goes and heads towards the door.
And I am going to, because there's like 7 of them, I'm like, okay, goodbye. And I just like do this in front of my face and just like teleport out.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to trace back and be invisible while I do so. And the fun thing is I'm cyber ghost as well, so I can't be seen by cameras.
Hell yeah. You trace your way back. Pop, pop, pop. Until you invisibly enter the dark room of the lab. We're gonna go back to Court and Chiron. Chiron has extinguished all the generators. Court, it just goes black. You hear Abraham next to you. Is that a success?
I think she did it. And Court was in the middle, I think, of taking whatever colleagues they recognized off the shelf and into like a reusable bag that they carry around with them. Delicately and in between like knitting materials.
Love it. Great.
I think she did it.
Chiron drops back down through the skylight like a demon in the night. Like, just the worst vibe comes in, the worst silhouette.
Chiron?
Mm-hmm.
You did so good. I can't see you, but
So,
hello?
yeah, I'm still here. This is done. Let's we figure out where the people are. The people are safe. Let's go find everyone else.
My kids.
Kids, take Miss Court's hand. They can't see.
You feel like
And-
5 hands grab your tie.
Like reaches backwards.
This way.
Chiron, can you help lead?
Mm-hmm. Chiron's like crawling on the ceiling like a fucking gremlin of a creature.
The bodies of the ally you followed in here are just like still bowling pins. Those that need to breathe are breathing. Those who don't aren't. They're not moving. They're just staring at the wall. As you move around them and through them. The children leading. And Chiron being a gremlin. Back down the ladder. And up the other ladder, the other side. It's still dark. If you want, you can make it all the way to the room, the lab.
That's where Chiron's going. I'm like, if you say something to Chiron, she responds, but otherwise she's just like,
I
the
think
whole way.
because of what Court is having picked up on the vibe that you kind of came in with, knows how you've come in, but is strangely comforted by it. I think the monstrosity that Court is and lets you kind of breathe it out. Spider walk across the ceiling but is comforted by you being there.
Court's a good friend.
And just kind of follows out.
All right. As Court, about 20 vampire children, Chiron, and Pops all re-enter the lab, you see a large robotic figure move in the night. Pops, you would recognize this as the guard that the CEO had grabbed and stopped, dressed in full SWAT gear. They're made of flesh, but also somehow made of metal. And they can't seem to see very well as they begin to swipe out at random. Sort of, you hear this as I need both Beck and Kanon to make me nerve rolls.
I don't think I passed that one. Hold on.
Come on!
No, I failed. Wait, is this like is this an advantage situation for me? Like if like I need to get out of the way of something or no?
With danger sense, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Did you get a nat
I passed
20,
with that
LaTia?
one.
I
It's four-
did. I have
Yeah.
I have a 17 nerve. And I rolled a natural 20.
All
Out
right.
of here.
Beck succeeds at the last second. But Kanon, you're gonna take 7
Okay.
damage. As a knife-like slash cuts across the vest and the other materials you're wearing, and you hear some of the items that you've stowed away in the vest fall to the floor.
No. Is this so since I'm wearing a SWAT gear, I was definitely slashed by something that was metal. Was it iron? And does the SWAT gear protect me from that extra D6 of damage?
It was not iron. It
Okay.
was not iron.
Okay.
I
Cool.
still have I still have the CEO. I'm still strangling this mother. You know what I mean? Like so like all I did was dip out of range after the initial shock. Did it work or is he struggling? Like is my
He
question.
seems to still be struggling.
All right. I'm still going. I'm waiting for him to like conk out.
Okay. Give me another muscles roll.
That's a 9. I definitely passed that one. So I don't need to do like an advantage roll for that one, but yeah.
Yeah. You feel his breath start to go away as you crush harder on his neck in your arm. But a slickness forms around it as well.
A slickness forms around his neck.
Mm-hmm.
Is this something I would note as something? Like in terms of like, oh, I've experienced this before with an allied of some sort?
It doesn't smell like blood, which is what you would first assume. Doesn't smell like anything you've ever smelled before. It's kind of like hair gel consistency.
Do I have any form of reaction to me touching it right now, or just it just smells? I've never smelled this before.
So far, you're completely covered, like wherever it's touching. But yeah, it just smells weird, and you've never experienced this.
So is he knocked out?
He's not knocked out.
I swear to fucking God.
Chiron, who can see, I think Kanon can see, Pops can see as well. You all see the shape of the CEO kind of wiggle and wobble in Beck's arms as this happens.
Turning into a slime thing?
Like this.
I don't like that.
You just hear Chiron say, "Mine." And I am diving for the sea. I like skitter on the ceiling to like drop down onto the CEO.
Yeah, you drop down like right next to Beck, who's holding the CEO, I assume. Give me a roll, a nerve or a muscles roll to see if you bite.
I'm reaching for his chest to be clear right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
You said brain. No, not brain. That would be silly. What
Nerve
did you say?
or
Nerve or muscle? I passed either way. I got a 13, so I don't know if it matters which one.
Okay, describe to me what you'd like to do as you reach toward his chest.
My plan is to reach into his chest cavity, find whatever sort of shriveled heart this human has, pull it out while keeping all of the arteries attached, and have him look at it.
Gross.
Great. As you force your hand through what you expect to be skin and where you expect to feel rib, it just turns into a globule of goo that you can then fish around in. You don't feel a heart.
Of course,
You
I
don't
don't.
feel blood. This isn't a human.
I
You're
just
not
let
sure
it.
what this is.
I let it drop because like it just is this like is this not human like falling apart essentially as like this is happening because
Yeah, it's like the way that like hair gel does when you put it in your hand and it falls.
Yeah.
And as that
Okay, sure.
happens, Court and Pops and Kanon get to all make a move before the creature goes. But this is all happening.
Have we seen something fall apart like this before?
Only the hooded creatures from the very beginning.
Yeah, I guess it.
Okay. That suggests to me above the clouds, and maybe to Kanan as well, that the hooded creatures were probably the experiments to perfect whatever it was he's trying to do to himself. Um, well, there's no sense in keeping the glamour up. I'm gonna go futz with some of those wires and things like that. Try and disconnect uh the two things from each other. No, is that a good idea? Because there's green ooze in there.
Can you fly above it?
I can, but what about y'all? Yeah, I can, but that like I can, but y'all won't be safe.
Oh.
We're pretty
Just
not safe.
so happily said. It was
I
like,
mean, the
can.
sire is still chained up above it. That's like a thing to try and do too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could try and free him and get him to safety. I'm gonna do that first because if he's free, maybe he can help us turn the tide of battle. I'm gonna fly up and see if I can free him.
Cool. Yeah. There are chains. There are locks on those chains. You can try to just break the chain. You can try to pick the lock. You can try to break his hand off. Like lots of options here.
So many options there. Um, I actually have lockpicks in my simple
Nice.
gear. I wrote that down. So yeah, and then I'm wearing gloves, so I'm gonna try and pick these locks. 'Cause
Hell
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that they are absolutely protected against any kind of allied interference.
Yup. Absolutely. Give me a nerve check.
All right. Look. Yes. Yes. Still messing with me, but that's a 17 on a 17. Take that.
Yeah. You succeed in lock picking, and you hear as all of the locks just like attached to one just undo, and the sire begins to fall into the vat of the green ooze.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna like try and like scoop him and depending on how heavy he is, like just kind of like use the flight momentum to get us away from the vat.
Yeah, give me a muscle check at advantage with the momentum.
Advantage. Awesome. Great.
2 nat 20s.
Oh I'm getting rid of this D20. I can't believe this. Never in my life have I wanted nat 20s less.
As you break the sire free and go to grab him, you fumble with the weight as you try to keep yourself in the air and rather fall with him into the vat of green ooze. You let him fall to save yourself.
Can I jump to
I-
catch halfway?
I wouldn't
Everyone
have.
has already taken their turn except
You're right.
for Court
You're right, but I wouldn't have tried to save
and
myself.
Pops.
I know how important he is to Chiron, so I would have used whatever I could have to make sure that he ends up less in the vat of ooze than I do.
Mm.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
As a plumber, can I
All right,
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah.
can I see the draining valve?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll teleport to it and just like drain it.
Oh, the valve is on like the middle of the floor. Like you could tip the vat over and it would drain down into the floor. Down into the sewers.
Oh.
The
Hmm.
drains
But-
in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let
To your
it
point,
happen. This will be
LaTia,
fun.
would you have fallen in with the sire then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as soon as Court sees that, I think I am going to, having submerged myself before, going to go in after Kanon, who's got the sire, and eat whatever damage with my dense flesh.
Okay. Everyone else except for Pops, what are you doing, Pops?
They're up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna crack like what kind of glass is this? Is this like heavy duty like
It just looks like a giant beaker. So it's like
Oh, so
moderately
it-
thick glass.
hmm,
Or like a crucible, like giant like blacksmithy things that you can like tip over and dump out.
can I see the lever to dump it out?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll just teleport to it and then
Flip the switch and it dumps out onto the floor. All right. So Kanon is going to take 18 damage from the vat. Court, you said that you also jumped in. So you're going to take 7 damage from the vat. And when Kanon falls in, Pops, as you teleport over, you feel your ability to be in this room begin to falter. And you remember the guitar pick that you gave Kanon that she probably took out of her backpack, probably put on her person, which is now getting eaten away by this ooze as they fall out onto the floor and the ooze slowly begins to dissolve through the drain.
I thought I gave that back.
okay. It's fine cuz the last thing that's going to happen is I'm just going to end up in the restaurant. I think. And I'm like that's what Pops is thinking about. The last thing I'm probably going to do, are there smoke grenades on the machine robot guy?
Oh, I don't know if you would know that. I think if they did have them, they'd be like in a pocket somewhere or something. You didn't find any of those on the like regular guards.
Okay. And then this weird guy. There's another vat too, right?
Mm-hmm. It's filling with blue ooze.
Fuck it. I'm gonna dump it as well.
You dump it. It dumps out. Perfect. The cyborg man is going to try and swipe out at both Chiron and Beck. I need you both to make nerve rolls.
Six.
2. Leave me alone, robot man.
I passed, by the way. This is something-
Yeah. You
Yeah.
both notice that, like, where normal hands used to be, there's now, like, a machete. Just swinging around. Not very well. Just, like, can't see. Just very robotic.
Just like
like,
makes like like steps to the side, steps
Fucking
back with each
G.I.
move.
Joe action chop. Like, you can give your robot
What are
dark
you,
vision, bro.
RoboCop, dude? Like the fuck?
We can rebuild him. No, you can't. You don't have the budget, homie.
as Pops spills both vats, the ooze that you're now trying to still hold on to, both of you, you just hear a gurgle of a no as the ooze just filters down onto the floor all the way down around you and then kind of goes up behind you, and you see this big blue ooze form. There's no bones, there's no clothes. The CEO has fully transformed into this blue ooze with these huge eyes and a big cavernous mouth that just talks at you. You've ruined my plan! How dare you! This was eons in the making. Your planet was chosen by the higher beings.
You've ruined my dinner.
I don't care about your dinner. I was supposed to be the supreme being.
I have a question for the city plan.
Yes.
Does this room have very obvious fire safety protocols above our heads?
Oh, absolutely.
Do I see the very obvious lab safety button to hit to make them turn on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As this thing is monologuing, which you can still do city planner if you have a monologue.
It's good, yeah.
Angry
ooze.
I intend to walk over, still panting, still in a fury, and like slam the like hazard waste button to turn on whatever weird water chemical they have to just try and wash this cube of ooze away from my life forever.
The water shoots out from multiple places in the ceiling. It begins to clean off Kanon and Court. Pops, you feel yourself kind of stabilize here in this room as the ooze is flushed even faster down into the drain. No, this angry ooze. Not the water! Stop them! It's like pointing and yelling at the cyborg guard.
You know, I said I was going to drain the head of Fox Corp. I just didn't think it'd be like this.
You watch as like the last bit of blue ooze just like no, just goes down the drain.
I'm gonna go over
Kanon's
to my.
parents just stand like gobsmacked, just staring around. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go over to my sire, completely ignoring everyone else. You can go to other people first if you want, but that is what I am doing.
Oh yeah, you go to your sire. They're kind of knocked out. You've never seen them that way before. And being a vampire, I feel like you can sense the power of other vampires, and you feel he's weaker than he's ever seemed to you currently.
I bite my hand and start feeding him my blood to try and
Kind of-
wake him up.
Yeah, a few of the drops plop into his mouth, and slowly he begins to drink as you let him. He opens his eyes and sees you, and there's like a kindness and an appreciation in the eyes, although he's not strong enough to speak yet.
I'll take you back to my den and we'll get you fixed up. Don't worry. These people I'm with are nice. You have grandchildren. You have grandchildren. Grandpa's tired. Shh. I'll take care of you. Don't worry. We'll get you back on your feet.
Thank you. She's all raspy. What's everyone else doing?
I think Court, who's just Herman Munstered their way into this vat after Kanon and is rinsed of all that goo, is now just kind of furiously checking on Kanon.
I am laying on the floor, staring at the ceiling. Alive, obviously, but I don't look good at all.
Help! It's okay. You're gonna be okay. And it's just this corpse looking over you.
Is it like is it like I hop down to them kind of situation?
Yeah.
Kind of hop down, seeing Kanan's not looking too good, and I scoop her up to bring her back up or walk back up with Court. Is there any like first aid that we can do in any way, or is it like that's like a
There's
thing?
absolutely a first aid kit around if you'd like. Being a lab, and
Yeah.
I think hearing the call for help, I think Kanon's dad like stands to attention and like runs. At this point, I think the SWAT team that Pops had like given the runaround starts to like come in and look around. And, like be at the ready, but also confused. Like they look toward Pops.
I look to Court to help with the first aid. Kind of gently lay Kanan down, and I'm going to stand in front of them between them and the SWAT, and I'm going to like slowly but fully full shift to block them essentially. Full guard dog mode. Ripped clothes. Those SWAT thing threads are like being shredded as standing at full height, and then just piercing like golden yellow eyes in the darkness to intimidate the fuck out of them. And that growl from before is like 10 times louder this time.
Yeah, give me a blood roll.
Blood? Blood.
We can do muscle too, and like yeah.
I'll do muscle. I pass with a 11. It did not pass with blood.
They all kind of
So-
like the rest of the SWAT crew just like kind of like at that growl, they just kind of clamor out. And through the hallway and out the front door, you hear it open and slam shut.
I do not change. I just stay there. I don't want them coming back in. And I'm just going to watch for anyone else making sudden movements that isn't our group.
Court, how much experience do you have like tending to wounds?
So Court kind of drops down, and the instinct is to take out a needle, but this isn't something a needle and thread can fix. And so I think really what I'm relying on are any kind of those out-of-date training classes that you watch in onboarding. It's probably from the 80s, so it's probably like an older medical kit. There's probably updated information, and I'm going to apply whatever corporate safe first aid safety.
Yeah.
Not even the safety that would apply in a lab setting. It is the admin side.
Yeah, I feel like you learned in that training, especially for a lab, like soap is the best thing for an acid. So you like find a soap and you begin to like apply it to the body before you use any water, any like exposed skin. There's a burn cream in there, and Kanon is stable and still not looking great, but on the mend in the way that you can be in an emergency situation like this.
I think with some sort of, triage care applied, I can go ahead and use my healing ability,
Yeah.
which will recover me 1d6. D6 plus my level, so.
I didn't know we had a healer this whole time.
I just took it. I just
I
took it.
almost took it.
So I actually do heal 10 hit points and I'm back up to 11. I've had 1 hit point left.
You see the hands of like 2 different people working on you and kind of really gently wrapping up burns.
Yeah.
You all hear a as the power turns back on. You see the mess around you in the room, and the cyborg is still just standing like, stops, looks around. Frisk eliminated, and then just stands back. Attention.
Is it though? Like he just is like a like
To
man.
you.
I'm sure that I'm sure that some people here would like to talk to their family, maybe explain what the fuck is going on. And some of us would just like to go home. And I look pointedly at Kanon's parents. Hi, it's your wax walker.
My God. The mom like looks at you and like finally realizes, oh my God. Oh my God. She like looks around. Kanon?
Hi.
Are you okay? They like rush over to you. What are you doing here? Why? What is happening? What is?
Beck growls
I
to
would
like stop
like-
him from getting closer.
I want to make a vibe check.
Yo, what do you mean what's going on?
Right?
Court backs the fuck up if she comes over.
Yeah, give me a brains check.
Yeah. Use a different die this time. Behave yourself. Yes, that is an 8 on a 10.
Okay. They seem different than you have ever seen them before. And as you get that vibe check and the lights are on, you see that where they were standing when the ooze disintegrated, there are 2 small little packs
Axe.
on the floor that you remember are normally the packs used by Fox Corp to control their employees.
Okay. So, Mom, I'm feeling a lot of feelings right now. Because I was fully intending to be like really, really mad at you and to ask you like, hey, what did you know that I was an allied and that you were bringing other allied here to turn them into a big sentient pile of goo to empower your boss, who has apparently been planning this sort of like world domination thing for eons, his own words. But you were also being controlled, so now I don't really feel like that I mean, you know what? No, that anger is kind of justified, I feel, because like you knew what Fox Corp did before you started. No, did you? No one knows what Fox Corp did before they start working for them. And then they get like machine packed into silence and being forced to like hurt people that they care about as I smack my microphone. And I just really want to know what the hell. And I kind of want to like be really, really mad at you, but also I'm very much in pain. And I would really just like a hug from anybody at this point. And if somebody could just do that, and like Kanon is beginning to dissolve into tears. Because she had a she had a lot of stuff inside, and now it's all like bursting out, knowing that her parents didn't do this maliciously, but also like knowing that they probably once they'd been unmind controlled, been like really sad to see her in this sentient pile of goo. And so, yeah, she just really wants a hug.
After you've like flinched back and Court has like standed at attention as she moves forward, she kind of moves forward hesitantly toward you, but will do so to give you a hug if you let her. And all the kids just run towards you to try to.
Oh, good God.
give you a hug. At this point, we hear, "Hello, hello, hello." As Beck, you
Abraham.
recognize the voice of your sister.
Oh no.
What is she doing?
Immediately just like, is it like from like down where the other allied were in that room? Like,
Coming from the hallway, yeah, like where the other allied had been.
you don't even see him. He just like dips out and rushes to his sister immediately, like with speed, just the speed you haven't seen yet, to his sister's voice.
Yeah, you see other confused allied like beginning to come up through that secondary hatch, like looking really confused as to what's going on, and Beck is among them. Where am I?
Still fully hulked out, barely talks, just scoops up his sister into like the biggest hug.
Ow, you don't know your strength when you're like
I
this.
don't care.
What's going on?
Tell you later. Deal with it. Slowly is like turning back to normal Beck, but is doing it slowly, like I said.
Abraham
everyone's
then like
safe.
walks in. I figured out the shrinky dink.
Thanks. He's like walking by and still holding his sister.
Anyone else need unshrunk?
Any of the, I think there's like a few little ones in boxes. I don't know if like
Oh yeah, we gotta get those. We gotta clear out the room first, and then we. But yeah,
yeah.
I think Court, do you want your friends unshrunk first?
Court, who's wrapped around Kanon, kind of gestures back to the bag that's spilled out and has boxes.
Just like
come
reaches
at
in.
it.
I'm gonna unshrink you, and they're like, meh, pulls them out. All right, heads back out up the stairs. What's Pops doing?
Pops is tired and sitting on like probably like an edge by the grate by the drain, and produces a ghost cigarette and starts smoking. And I don't know, City Planner, am I flickering out?
You're not. You have stabilized.
Okay. And I'm just
And if you look around, you don't see the pick in the ooze, and you also don't see the pick as Kanon goes through the pockets and clears out the pack. You begin to realize that maybe it was Kanon's near-death experience that was the tether that broke your ability to not be at Shizuko.
start smoking. Well, that was close. And just like lie down and just continue to like just out of sheer relief just can't even move.
And that is where we're going to end the take
Rude.
back.
Rude.
How
Rude.
dare you?
We
I
did
have
it!
questions.
I have so many
I have
questions.
so many fucking questions.
Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so much. Thank you to Fabs, to Bad House, this incredible cast. I literally could not have told this story without all of you. I'm gonna let them do their outros. Let's start with Ambrose.
Oh my god, hi, it's me, Ambrose. Hi everybody, she, they pronouns. I've been playing Beck Levy, the werewolf, pronouns he, him. I am the creative director and founder of Other Side Studios. We focus on horror, mystery, investigations, and all that jazz. And we have the Arcane Core series. If you want to watch that, you can check it out on YouTube or our Twitch. I am also an award-winning TTRPG performer. Yay! I keep on forgetting to bring that in there, so I need to start practicing that. You can follow me everywhere as ssambrose, except for Twitter, because it's ssambrose_, because of course it hates everybody, and we realize that, right? Right. Cool, awesome. And that's me. I don't think there's anything else, but this has been absolutely wonderful. This is an amazing cast, and I'll skip it over to Liz.
Hey, what's going on? I've been Liz. I've played Court Wild, your artsy created corpse Miss Frizzle, and I've had a blast. Huge thank you to Sierra for an amazing, scary, heartfelt game. This incredible cast, Bad House, for having us. Catch me doing more things as the Themoulinrogue in all the spaces. And demanding a season 2 because I have questions and wants, and I need this cast again. I'm gonna pass it over to Austin.
Hey, what's up? My name is Austin. My pronouns are he, they, she. Just because I'm playing Chiron, whose pronouns are she, they. I forgot for a moment where I was. Me Austin is an award-winning game writer, designer, performer, and friend. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Austin, that's SCT Austin, or find me on Maximum Fun Podcast every Tuesday with my show Secret Histories and Nerd Mysteries, the Secret History Nerd Mysteries, MaximumFun.org every Tuesday, or wherever you get your podcasts. That's it for me. Passing it over to LaTia. Hasn't gone yet.
I haven't, and that's awesome. Congratulations on the thing. Yay. I'm LaTia, and I am about to cry. This was amazing. My pronouns are she, her. I have been playing Kanon Quinn Kanon, the plucky young fairy who has a new family in addition to her found family. Yay! A new old family, I guess. Man, heck, Fox Corp to heck. I don't know when this is airing, so I don't know what I've got going on, but I am the community manager for D&D at Wizards of the Coast, one of, and we stream bi-weekly on Tuesdays at twitch.tv/D&D Beyond. So whenever we've got something going on there, come and hang out because it's going to be a blast. And I'm going to pass it to Fabs.
What's up? My name is Fabs. He, him. You can find my let's not skip it, right? I played the ghastly old man Pops. And you can find my comic stuff at rocketsandpens. And I am the producer here at Bad House RPG, so you can also find me here. Check out my stuff. I do storytelling and I perform. So check me out on the socials there. Back to our city planner.
Yeah, I've been your city planner. My name's Sierra or Mystic. I go by either, and I use she, any pronouns. And you can catch me here doing this thing, which is over. So I guess you can't catch me here doing this thing anymore.
For now, everyone in the comments, start changing season 2. Start changing season 2.
Do
They
it
can't
now, do it
stop
now,
you.
do it now,
Start
do it now.
chanting in the Twitch you there in the Twitch
You know
comments.
you want
Season
to.
2.
You know you want a
season
season 2. Come on now.
Keep saying season 2.
Keep doing it. Take that to electric boogaloo.
You can catch me over at Automoon Studio, where I am the creative director and founder. I do host our Utopia podcast. We have a stream coming up in December. I don't know if this will air by then. If not, you can catch the VODs. They're all up on YouTube, Automoon Studio. And I had a book that came out this year. It's called We May Not All Be Heroes. You can find it wherever you want to find your books. And I am a producer on the D&D team at Wizards of the Coast. I think that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, for tuning in. I appreciate you. I think we all appreciate you, and hope the rest of your night is great. Bye.